All right, so this is the General MLA Format walkthrough video. All right, so if you watched the Canvas video, or if you're watching this after our first class, you know that all of our documents should be in General MLA Format and submitted in .doc or .docx files. So I'm going to go over that part. I went over how to submit documents in the Canvas walkthrough video. So if you need to remember how to do that, go check that out. This video is going to walk you through on how to format in General MLA Format, and also how to just kind of make sure your document is in .doc or .docx. All right, so to begin with, I'm on this Google page here, but I'm not going to spend too much time there, but I just kind of want to show you a couple of things. So in Google, if you just go to Google, type in docx, that's going to bring you to Google Docs if you don't have Word. But the one thing I want to focus on right now is, and again, if you're watching this later, I went through this in class, I posted links to this. As MCC students, you all have access to an amazing resource. MCC offers you free Office 365. That is an amazing deal. I don't remember the monetary amount. I have it in one of my presentations, but it saves you a lot of money every year. So I highly recommend just downloading Microsoft Office, the suite. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. Again, I'll give you the links. I posted it in announcements by now. Or if you're thinking about it, I need to check that out. Just go to Google and literally type in like McHenry County College Microsoft Office download, and it'll bring you there. But I have that open right here. So this is the link. This is the link. Or I should say this is the web page. This is the web page you'll get if you click that link that I posted in announcements. And I'll post that quite a bit. I posted it in some of the assignments as well. Office 365 free for MCC students. This is this deal right here. Pretty amazing. All right. So to do that, just go ahead and scroll down. And when you come through, it'll actually look like this. You'll have these three different drop downs. It's kind of, what's what I'm looking for? I don't want to say confusing, but for a lack of a better term, it's kind of confusing because you think, oh, I need to click this. Well, actually, you click this. So go ahead and click this drop down and just follow these instructions. It'll take you 10 minutes. But just click this link and it'll ask you for like your student email and then just follow the prompts. Super easy. It'll download to your computer. You'll have it forever. It's an amazing deal. Please use it. Okay. So hopefully you're using that and you're just writing your assignments in Microsoft Word. That being said, I know that a lot of students don't. I mean, whatever works for you is fine. I know a lot of you guys like to use Google Docs, which is fine. So I'm going to go through it. And again, the process is going to be near identical, but I'm just going to do my General MLA formatting through Google Docs. So for Docs, again, just in case you don't know how to get to it, I just literally just Google Docs, search. It's the first thing that comes up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. Go to Google Docs for personal. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff going on here. Well, I'm just going to go to blank, create a new one. All right. And I'll try to zoom in a bit. I know it's kind of far. There we go. So I'm in Google Docs. I'm in a brand new page here. If you're using Google Docs, a couple things you want to be cautious of. Before you start doing anything, make sure to name your file. Because once you download this thing onto your desktop, it'll be kind of confusing, like, what is this? What is this weird untitled document? So make sure to name it. So to do that, go, again, you should be able to see my little annotation tool, but go up here where it says rename. Right now it's untitled document. And if I just click in that box, hit backspace, I can type whatever I want. I don't require you to do anything for this because once you submit it to the assignment name, it's pretty clear what the assignment is. But ideally, what you want to do is last name underscore assignment. So in this case, my fake name here is pistachio underscore reflection. Let's see if I can spell reflection paper 1. Okay, so that's just going to be the name of the document. Once I click that, I just click in the body of the document to save it. It's saved to my Google Drive. Okay, so now we're going to start formatting this in General MLA format. Before you do anything, what I do to kind of keep it easier, I make sure to take care of my font and font size. So for General MLA format, you usually want to do 12 font size. As you can see, my little annotation tool is right here. It's on the at 11. I want to increase it by 1, 12. Now I want to change the style. As long as it's legible is usually okay, but I think I even require in the syllabus. So I'm just going to say I require you to write your papers in Times New Roman. Right now it's in Arial. I'm going to go to font, Times New Roman. All right, so that's taken care of. Now, a couple of things that I want to take care of before I start typing anything is the paragraph style. So all of the assignments in General MLA format should be double spaced. So to do that, and again, I'm doing it in Google Docs. If you do it in normal Microsoft Word, it's very similar. The same things that I'm clicking here are almost identical. It's just a little bit of a different design. I'm not going to do it twice. I'm just doing it through Google Docs for now. But again, you'll see how easy it is between the two. It's very, very similar. All right, so for double space, let's see if I can remember. I believe you go to Format, and then you go to Line Spacing, double. There we go. Now, for General MLA Format, you know what? How about I'll wait? I'll wait before I even start typing anything. All right, so I have double space. That's taken care of. The next thing I need to take care of is a running header. This is important. So for a running header for General MLA format, it's last name, page number. To do that, you're going to go up to Insert, Page Numbers, and now you have a few options. You want to click this one. You want to click the one that shows you the numbers increasing in the upper right-hand corner of your document. So I see it goes like 1, 2, 3, and it'll keep going. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Once I click that, you're going to get this pop-in header. So take a second. Okay, well, I need to take care of my last name here. Right now, it's only the page number. But notice where the cursor is, right? It's blinking after the number. Go ahead and just click in front of the number, or you can use your arrow keys, whichever works for you. And go ahead and type your last name. So pistachio, space. Hit space between. So I have pistachio 1, last name, page number. Good. When I'm done, double click in the body to close that header. So now when I get to my next page, they'll continue. Looks good. All right, so now let's take care of the left margin. So in the left margin, there's a few things you want to fill out there. I like to give myself a little bit of another space just to kind of keep it separate from the what's that called? From the header, the running header. Okay, so let me go ahead and fill out my left margin. To do this, there's a couple things you want to do. First thing you need to complete is your name. So my student name here, Zach Pistachio. Hit enter. After that, you're going to put in the instructor's name. So Zach Posada, again, depending on the class. Then hit enter. You're going to put the hopefully I'm getting this right. Yes, the course title. So I'm going to do it for my film class, Journalism 180. And if you can, put in the section number. I don't think I even have a 005 this semester, but hey, we'll go with it. Then hit enter. The last thing you want to put there is the date. For a General MLA format, they ask you to put in the date of when the assignment is due, but you don't have to do that. You can just do it from, the day you're writing it. So right now I have 1/5/2021. Great. Hit enter. And I'm going to give myself another space. Again, I just like to kind of have a separation here. So I have another space. Now, for General MLA format, It's optional if you want to have a title. If you, I'll get to this in a minute because I'm going to show you a couple of things today. But if you want a title, you're going to go to Align. And again, very similar to if you're using this in Microsoft Word. Click the drop down. Normally everything is set up to be left aligned. If you want titles, just go to center align, click, and write your title. Reflection paper 2, hit enter. Make sure to go back to left align, right? Because right now my cursor is still in the center of the page. Left align, tab, type. There we go. So now you have your document. So for the most part, this is pretty much it for film. Our reflection papers, this. For speech, I think almost all of your assignments are this. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a pivot, and I'm going to go over this. So just to kind of give you guys a preview here, I'm going to go over 3 more things. Next, I'm going to go over how to do headers for the analysis paper. And the analysis paper is just for my film class. Okay, so if you're in speech, you might want to skip the next maybe minute or 2. After I do that, I'm going to then go over how to do a works cited, and more specifically, how to do a page break to get you to the works cited, how to format the works cited page. So I'm going to go over how to format a works cited page as well. Excuse me. Then when we're done with that, the third thing I'm going to go over is how to download your Google Doc to your desktop. And again, I'm not going to go over how to upload it because I went over that in the Canvas walkthrough. So just make sure to watch that. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to erase all this. So right now, I'm just going over formatting for the analysis paper for my film class. I should say our film class. Saying a lot. Okay, so let's take care of this. I don't really like to have titles on my papers, but that's a personal thing. It doesn't matter. If you do, please write one. So I'm going to pretend like I don't have one. For the analysis paper, and again, we're going to get to this. So if you're watching this early in the semester, please hold on to your questions. We're going to spend an entire class going over what the analysis paper is, how to best execute it, etc. But I'm just kind of telling you this now. Okay, so the analysis paper requires headers for each step of the paper. So to do that, it's pretty much like what we did with the title with another step. So there's my cursor. I'm going to go to Align, Center. Now the only difference that I didn't do before is the headers should be in bold for the analysis paper. So there's my cursor. I want to bold. I want it to make the text bold. So I'm just going up to B here. And I'm going to type plot synopsis, right? That's the first step of our paper. Hit enter, get out of bold, align, left align, tab, type. Done. Okay, enter. No, didn't want to do that. Enter. Give myself a little bit of space. Okay, I'm in my second step. So I'm going to go back to Align, Center, Bold. I'm trying to remember. I think the second step is Formal Properties Appreciation. Stop bold. Go back to left align. Tab. Type. I keeps doing that. Okay, done with that. Enter. Center. Whoa. See, I tabbed it. Make sure to always keep it left aligned when you go to center. Bold. Plot synopsis, formal properties, appreciation. Film theory, I believe, right? Yeah, film theory. And that's probably where I'm going to end it. So again, you know what the process is here if you're doing this after the assignment has been assigned. So just each of our 7 steps should have their own header, okay? And that header should be in bold. Okay, so you just complete each section under that header. All right, so that's how you do that. I'm going to erase all of this. Okay, so we know how to do separate headers. We know to bold them. So now I'm going to go to do a works cited. Okay, so how about instead of me just doing gibberish, I'll go, this is my paper. So I'm all done. For my speech class, you submit your works cited separately. So I'm just going to basically just show you how to format that. And I also give you a works cited guide. For my film class, you need to make sure to put in a page break from your analysis paper to the works cited. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. Okay, so my paper's all done. I'm going to go ahead and do a works cited. So to do that, notice I kind of move my cursor down. I just hit enter. I'm in kind of just some empty space here. I'm going to go up to insert, break, page break. All right. And notice also when I do that, just to kind of take note of your running header, pistachio 1 on page 1, pistachio 2 on page 2. All right, so let's format our works cited. Okay, so for the works cited, it's the format's a little bit different. You want to do a couple of things here. First, you want to format the page itself. So to do that, let's see if I could remember. You're going to go to format. You will then go to, oh boy, what we're trying to do here is a hanging indent. I think it's a line and indent. Yes, and then you're going to go down to indentation options. Okay, you got a bunch of stuff going on here. Don't worry about it. What you do want to worry about is special indent, hanging, apply. And that's really the only major thing that you need to take care of. So I'm going to give myself a space, and I do want to actually title the works cited page. So I'm going to go to align, center, works cited. Now in this case, I don't bold it or anything. I'm going to hit enter, go back to align, left align. Now I'm actually going to do a citation. Hopefully you don't notice this, but I'm going to pause. Okay. So as you can see, I just copy and pasted one in here. I'm actually going to type it live. I just needed something to work with. So I'm going to show you, what happens when I type it here. So imagine like that text isn't there. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my citation. And again, I just needed something to type. So I pasted something in there. So I didn't have to go back and forth between. Okay. So I just want to show you, again, me actually typing it. So I typed it out there, and this is it. I mean, this is so again, it depends if you're in my film or speech class. For film, the only citation you need is the film itself. I go over that citation format in class. I put it in the assignment listing. You'll know how to do that. So I just want to show you, when you type in text, what it looks like. So this is when you know there's a hanging indent. First line is left aligned, and then the second line is actually indented, and you don't want to indent the first line. And when you have that hanging indent, as you notice when I was typing it out, it does it automatically. So that's your works cited page. For my speech class, we go over all the different citation formats for the various sources. You also have that works cited guide. So you should know how to do that. Again, I just kind of want to show you how to format the works cited page and what it looks like when I start actually typing in text. The actual format of these individual citations we go over in class, so I'm not going to go over them now. The only thing I will say is just remember, certain things need to be like in italics or italicized. Let's see if I can pronounce that correctly. To do italics, again, I didn't do it when I was typing it. either just hit Control I, type, or you can just go up to your toolbar, hit I, type. Okay, so that's the Works Cited. And that's a, I don't know, I never want to say anything that's perfect, but there you go. That's a Works Cited. So now you have your paper. This is a General MLA format, and you have a Works Cited. And again, not all of our assignments require a Works Cited, just to be clear, but I just wanted to show you the Works Cited format now. Okay. Oh boy. All right. So again, whenever I'm doing this, I'm like, am I getting all this? I think I am. So I think we're good. So now I'm in the third part or fourth part, and I'm just going to show you how to download this. So again, this is Google Docs. If you're doing this through Microsoft Word, obviously as soon as you save it, it's actually on your desktop. But if you're doing it through Google Docs, you need to make sure how to actually download it. Right now, it's just an internet document. So to download it, you're going to go to File. And now you would think it's Share, but don't. Please do not paste a link to your document. You need to upload the actual document. So you need to download it. Okay, so notice when I go File, Download. You have all these different options. Remember, for us, we're doing Microsoft Word. All right, .docx. So go ahead and click Microsoft Word. Righty. Interesting. Okay, so I went enable editing. This is a little bit different than I was expecting, but I guess it did it. So let's see. So it automatically opened it in my Microsoft Word because I guess it knows I had Microsoft Word on my computer. But if I hit X, let's see what happens. What should have happened is it should have just downloaded onto your computer, and it'll default into downloads. So again, for PC, this is where you're going to go. For Mac, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's still the same thing. Just go to your downloads folder. But for PC, I'm going to go to my downloads folder. So there's my I don't know what you call it there we go. Good thing that came up. File Explorer. So if I click File Explorer, go to Downloads. Boom. Pistachio Reflection Paper 1. Go ahead and double click and you'll see your document open. All right. But there it is. Okay. And if I exit out of that, you can also, right now it's in my downloads folder, but if I click it, hit Control C to copy it, go to documents, right? I can literally just paste it in my documents on my desktop. There it is right here. Okay, but I'm actually not going to do that because I don't want that. So I'm going to delete that. But there you go. And again, so that's how you download it onto your computer. Yes, I understand. That's how you download it on your computer. I am not going to go over how to upload it. Again, I go over that in the Canvas walkthrough video. So check that out. Check that video out if you need to know how to actually upload your document to the submission on Canvas. All right, so I think that's it. Of course, if you ever have questions on General MLA format, I'm only an email away. And remember, I highly recommend get that Office 365 download. It's a great asset. All right, thanks for watching.